Hey guys, welcome back. This is David Pickering. You're watching the video log for Birdie Level Project A Class Unit 3 on Branded. Alright, for this week the kids are getting into groups and they're to imagine that they own a business. Now this business could be a clothing company, it could be a restaurant, or it could be some kind of electronic company throughout Korea. Now within this company they're supposed to create some kind of corporate social responsibility program to ensure that they can maintain their brand image. Alright, for my class specifically, most of my kids are pretty slow. In this case, they need a little more hand-holding. So there's a few things in this project that I'm planning to actually change up. Okay, so to start off, Ideate. Okay, Ideate asks us to go ahead and have the kids select which area of CSR they would like to focus on. In this case, it could be education, environment, poverty, or they can practically make up their own choice, right? Okay, and with that decision, they're supposed to go ahead and select a target, the objective, and the method for how they're going to deliver that CSR. Well, for me, I feel that those three steps are a little vague. Alright, so to get around this, I want to be a little more clear-cut with my instruction. For one, maybe an option would be to narrow down the options with more defined goals. Maybe I might introduce the UN. Well, actually, it was in 2000 that the UN actually adopted kind of a pledge to bring aid to people living in third world countries. And these pledges include maybe 6 or 7 of them. Okay, to go through a few. Number 1, to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger in third world countries. Number 2, bring education to poverty-stricken areas throughout the world. Number 3, promote gender equality, okay, to empower women. Number 4, combat various diseases. Number 5, ensure environmental sustainability. Alright, these are just a few, but with each of these in mind, maybe if the kids were to select one, they would kind of give more of a focus in terms of where they're headed in terms of target. Alright, other than that, I might go ahead and take it a step further and break down the 3 steps, target, objective, and method, into more specific expectations. In this case, I want them to go ahead and first start off by identifying their company image, in this case what their company actually stands for, and then they might go ahead and tackle the target by identifying what were the causes of some of those problems, giving background information that they understand what exactly they're tackling. Number 3, have a goal in mind. In this case, what are the company tactics that they hope to employ to achieve their method. And finally, what is their foreseen results? In this case, what effects do they hope to achieve in terms of the community, consumers, and the company overall as a way to kind of just maintain the reputation or even make it stronger. Alright, for this week, I'm actually planning to skip the promotional video. In this case, that's going to really open up time for them to focus more on the presentation. Like I said earlier, I really have a class full of students that are really low on their expression power. So I want to work with them a little bit to enhance their delivery for their final presentation showcase. So to do this, I'm going to actually do 3 kind of value adders. Number 1, I want to go ahead and bring in an expression sheet. That all it is going to be a printout of 10 to 20 common expressions that I would say, and these expressions can actually come from the lesson book as well. And what I'm going to tell the kids to do is pretty much circle or highlight maybe 5 to 7 of them that they must use in their presentation. These expressions could include maybe company motto, or just loose expressions like our neighbors are our friends, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the truth is. Alright, so common expletives or other enhancers that will actually kind of help elevate their voice during their delivery. Number 2, maybe a transition sheet. Just a simple transition sheet that would allow them to actually connect their sentences a little more. And finally, maybe I'll go ahead and put 3 target body language expressions that they must carry out during their presentation on the board. And hopefully overall, they can build a lot of confidence when they're watching the video and how they done in the end. Alright, I don't know about all of you, but one area that I was really struggling with in terms of my project class last time around was the evaluation segment. Alright, my kids really didn't offer a whole lot of feedback or questions to challenge the other groups. So to get around this, what I decided to do this time is to create what I call the wild card video. Alright, essentially it goes like this. The kids are going to go outside and they're going to create some kind of news report. And this news report is going to be about 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and give them the name of the company of another group. And they're going to create some kind of fictitious emergency update. And they might say something like this: ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled program, but this just came in. 10 people this week have been electrocuted to death using the iPhone while it was being charged. Alright? Alright, of course there was a similar story in real life, but not 10 people obviously, right? Alright, during the kids' presentations, they're going to go ahead and click play on someone else's tab. And then they're going to see for the first time this live action news update. And then in that case, that's going to force them to do more of an impromptu response to that kind of scenario. And that might be interesting to see what the kids actually come up with. Alright, to make this more interesting, I would really go ahead and recommend that you guys teach the kids how to use the FX Guru. I don't know if you have experience with it, but within that application there is one template for an action news update, which comes with the song, and the template for the actual screen as well. Alright, but aside from that, I think that would be a lot of fun for the kids and get them really involved in terms of the evaluation component. And that would also lead you into lively discussion, kind of waging whether or not the group made the best decision to uphold their reputation in lieu of that emergency event. Alright, I hope this actually gives you a lot of good ideas. I'll see you next time.